Hello everyone, welcome back to Tewty Toons. This is a quick editor's note. This is actually the second video I ever recorded, so I'm still new to it in this video. I meant to have this out earlier and to be useful for Siege, but I kind of forgot about it, so that's my bad. This will be the last video of my everyday video spree. I feel like now I have a good baseline of content for those of you who are just kind of exploring my channel. So from now on, I'll try to be recording every Monday and Thursday night. So if you live in America, you should wake up you should wake up Tuesday and Friday mornings to some fresh content. It takes a long ass time to upload this stuff, so it's normally available to watch around 2 or 3 a.m., which is okay since I'm kind of a night owl anyway. So if you enjoy the video, at the end, please do me a solid and like or subscribe. Thanks, guys. So, yeah. Today I wanted to talk about Terra. Since I wanted to do a couple of tunes that were relevant to the current Siege, which is very bleed heavy, very debuff heavy. And since Terra reacts to debuffs in a positive way most of the time, I figured she'd be a good, useful character for people who are struggling in Siege right now. She has been available in PvP packs recently. They took her out some time ago, but she also got reworked within the last year, I believe. So, maybe not. Maybe it's a little over a year ago. I'm not sure. But regardless, she's been around for a while. Her fragments have been around for a while. Hopefully, if you've been around for a while too, then maybe you've got her somewhat geared. So what is Terra good at? Terra is kind of a red killer, to be honest with you. She specializes in taking out tanky reds. I'm not going to go through all of her abilities just because not all of them are good. I'll say that right off the bat. Her basic, the Stalagmite Slam, deals special damage to an enemy, can't miss, and applies 3 evasion downs to the target at full ring. Doesn't always give 3 unless you've fully leveled it up. Her legendary on the 1 is 70% chance to apply heal immunity to the target, which, it kind of sucks it's not 100%, but 70 is still pretty often that even if you don't land it on one basic, it'll more likely land on the next one. We're going to skip her 2, basically, just because it's a buff move, and you don't really want to buff with her because she's already squishy as it is, and she who shall not be named is always lurking, so if you only want to use that if you don't want to attack someone on your turn, like if Barda's there, and granted, Terra's probably pretty decent at taking out Barda just because she's a tanky red, but you also don't want to risk her getting turn meter and stamina up at the same time. So if you want to dodge some retaliation, you can use your buff move, that's fine. Tremor, her third ability, is just an AoE that has the potential to hit multiple times and stack evasion downs. The only problem with this ability is that it doesn't guarantee a hit, so those evasion downs are not guaranteed to stick either. So if you miss, they don't get the evasion downs. So I wouldn't technically bring her if you're going up against Batgirl teams, because I can guarantee you're probably going to miss at least 2 of the 4 people most of the time. The Meltdown, her 4th ability, it's a passive, but it has its own animation, which is cool, and it deals damage as if it were an active, but it triggers off of debuffs, which is really nice. This and her basic, Stalagmite Slam, are her 2 bread and butters, in a way. The Meltdown ability, if Terra has 6+ debuffs, at the start of her turn, you purge all of her debuffs and trigger Meltdown. Special damage to all enemies 10% chance to hit allies 2. That's at like full ring though. I will say I have, ever since she got reworked and I ringed this ability out, I have never seen her hit my team. Not once, ever. It's pretty fantastic in that way. Excuse me. Earth Impurity is kind of nice. I didn't really ring it out, but if she triggers Meltdown, she has a chance to give buff immunity to a random enemy on the enemy team. So that's cool too. So what is Terra good against? Well, I already kind of talked about that a little bit, where she's good against those tanky red teams. So like this team is, obviously this is an actual team. I threw these guys in here because they're red and they're tanky. She can shred pretty much all of these people, especially people like Black Canary. She will destroy Giganta. Giganta's needs rework, to be honest with you. But with Black Canaries like evasions and hit chance downs, she can still smack her with that can't miss basic and deal some pretty hefty damage, which is nice. This team, not team, but assortment of characters, this is where she really excels, because she's going to be the one to put Bane down. Like, she does special damage, which he's not equipped to handle. She has the affinity advantage, which he can handle as long as he starts buffing up. But he gets that heal immunity from her basic most of the time, and that really prevents him from really making a comeback, getting to that overheal point, and smacking you down hard. GA, EA, GA, whatever, Emerald Archer, Green Arrow. If he's the leader of the enemy team, which I don't see as often anymore in my G11 PvP boards, but I used to see it quite a bit when I was like G10 or below. His teams tend to stack those debuffs pretty quickly, and the problem with her Meltdown is that, yes, it's reactant to debuffs, but it is also affected by those debuffs. So if you have a character that stacks intelligence downs on Terra, like Harley Quinn or Jessica Cruz, when she purges those intelligence ups off, they still, before they go away, they affect that Meltdown's damage, and it'll reduce it pretty heavily, especially if there's 6 of them. Another thing that can affect it is hit chance downs. She'll purge them off, but there's a good chance that Meltdown is not necessarily going to hit your targets. With EAGA lead, all the debuffs that he stacks on her will not affect the damage of that Meltdown. They're strength downs, so they don't affect her special damage. They're agility downs, so they don't affect her damage or her accuracy. And since he's a red, if he's the one who's attacking her with his AoE or a basic or whatever, it's not really going to damage her all that much either. And as far as Poison Ivy goes, if you're having trouble with Poison Ivy, because a lot of people who build Poison Ivy, let's just go look at her real quick. Right, boom, right there. They're always smart, and they put a point in her 5, the anaphylactic touch. And basically you're guaranteed, if you even touch Ivy, she gives you 6 debuffs, which is perfect, because that's the exact amount that you need for Terra to go crazy, right? So if someone's taunting, because Ivy likes to put taunt on people, or I don't think there's like 90% of teams have a turn 0 taunter on them, and you can't hit Ivy, then just use her AoE. Just use Tremor, or not Tremor, Tremor, the AoE rock move or whatever, and smack that Chica, get those debuffs on you strategically, so that Terra's next turn, you get that Meltdown, to go off. Those debuffs don't affect the meltdown's damage because they're bleeds and they're strike downs, and then you also get your turn again. So you can lay another slab of stalagmite on people, or, what have you. The only problem is if Poison Ivy has awareness, it's an issue because you don't get those debuffs if Poison Ivy has awareness, because technically you didn't hit her. So, anyway, those are the characters that she's good against, these tankier reds. And, to be fair, a lot of people have problems fighting tankier reds. Another team I like to use with her is this one. Dr. Fate likes to proc his out-of-turn attack on heal immunities and buff immunities on the enemy team. And obviously Supergirl supplies plenty of it, but it helps that Terra's there too. Not only that, but he can give Terra intelligence ups to increase her damage, which is nice, and hit chance ups. So if you do want to place those evasion downs on your AoE, then that'll help you land those hits. Harley Quinn is probably your better choice for a turn 0 taunter, just because, one, you need a red to round out the affinity advantage, and also because she stacks those int downs on the enemy, which will penetrate their defenses a little bit, allow her special damage to do more, especially if she's got int ups from Dr. Fate. And Supergirl's there to protect the team, make sure that people can't just one-shot your squishy characters, because Terra is pretty squishy. Dr. Fate is pretty squishy. So that's why we put that team together. It is a low-powered team, unfortunately, even though Harley got that big rework over a year ago. Her power level is still super low, which is weird because she's max. Anywho, so let's go with the PvP. We're going to try and take that team. We're probably going to avoid Hal Jordan leads, just because the team is very debuff heavy, or it needs to just apply debuffs to be effective. This team is doable. It's got 2 reds, I've got 2 greens. Maybe Harley Quinn can kill Wonder Girl, especially since there's no turn 0 taunter. I just said 90% of teams have turn 0 taunters, but that's not always true, I guess. Well, who knows? That's one of my 10 boards. Maybe that's the one that doesn't have a turn 0. Okay. So this is the problem with bringing Harley against Wonder Girl, just because of that evasion, but we'll see here if this works out. So I'm gonna spam Supergirl's basic, just so that Dr. Fate has that opportunity to go in with his out-of-turn attack. Oh, there it is. Literally every turn that your enemy gets, he has that opportunity to lay the smackdown. Gonna AoE int down them, so that way Terra has a chance. Oh, you're gonna get... she got 5, wow. Wonderful, thanks for that. I'll just take out Two-Face, because he sucks. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna just make sure he doesn't do that again. Don't hurt her now. Shoot. Okay, this could go quite poorly now. Wow, that dead shot, man. Very, very good. If I can... no, that's it. That's that. Oh, meltdown. And I got some shield. Can I do this? No, I didn't get any shield from that. Crap. I'm probably gonna die here. Terra saves the day. That's amazing. She doesn't ever save the day, which is, probably a bad thing to say when I'm trying to support her right now, but she's a squishy person, and I'm really surprised that worked out for the best. only got 3 points, but hot diggity is all I gotta say. This team. First of all, Man-Bat is scary. It's even more so, Constantine is scary. Ooh, I feel like I need to bring, like... so, because I'm an anti-meta player, I don't have Red Robin. As you can see, Red Robin is not geared. And look at that, right next to him, Deadshot Higher Gun. The two people that would really be effective at taking out Constantine are not here. So, let's just do this. I'm probably going to lose, but because Constantine's there, because Man-Bat is there, and because Harley's there, there's a potential for a lot of debuffs. So let's just do that. This probably won't be a win, but it'll be a good demonstration of skill, I hope. Anyway, so because Constantine is invisible, I don't think Fate's out-of-turn attack is going to trigger for him at all, which is unfortunate. AoE in and down. Oh, look at that. I missed Harley Quinn. And that's kind of the problem with Terra. Terra doesn't really directly counter Harley Quinn just because her basic only gives 3 evasion downs at max gear, right? And obviously Harley starts out with like 5 or 6, and then Terra is slower than Harley. So Harley's already going to have probably more than 6 at that time because there's faster people on your team than Terra. And now I have a huge stack of int downs, and it's not big enough to trigger a meltdown, unfortunately. It's only 5. So I'm gonna do that, hoping that it smacks. That's kind of nice to see. Okay, so the double hit. Ooh. Okay, so that should be 6. Next turn I should get Terra's meltdown. I'm gonna get some int ups. That saves my life. And there it is. Okay, so that took out Harley, which is super nice. I still have, I guess it doesn't purge all my debuffs because, oh, you know what? No, it does, I think just because Harley died that I received all of those intelligence downs. And because I had all those intelligence downs, I did hardly any damage to Man-Bat over there. Ooh, that disease is gonna hurt. There's the purge again. Still got 2 int downs. Just gonna, okay, wow. I want to take out Freeze, but at the same time I know Constantine is just going to pile on those debuffs, and it's going to suck. So I'll take away those strength ups for now. Get some more of the AoE going. Oh, poor baby. Alright. Let's see if Constantine can pull this win out of his butt. Oh. Because he's going to be the winning factor. Constantine's such a jerk. There's that again. Oh, Man-Bat finally died. I'm trying to get rid of those awarenesses. Oh. And because he booms, oh, there's no way he's gonna. Supergirl's got this. She's got too many speed downs. Oh, wow. He just single-handedly wrecked all my team. But you gotta see that meltdown happen like 3 times. So that was actually really fun to do and watch. You kind of want to avoid this little lady, especially this rebirth little lady. Oh, she's not even gear 11, which is nice, but she still probably smacks. And Terra is squish. She's very squish. Mikhail. God, my throat is so dry lately. I need to fix that for this. I'm gonna be doing these like audios and stuff. I need to fix that up. I'm gonna do a refresh and see if I can find another debuff team. This is a healing team. Lots of reds though, so that could be good for Terra and Supergirl. Robin gains crit ups too, so that'll be nice for Supergirl because I gave her the passive ability to gain 3 strength ups every time a character gets crit ups, which is nice. I don't like her being overhealed for some reason. Shushing. Let's see how much damage this Dr. Fate does if they even get turns. I kind of want to keep Robin alive. Jay Garrick doesn't really do debuffs, but Arsenal does. So maybe if I just keep Arsenal alive, I can get another Tremor going. I think that was just 3. Oh, it sucks. So Dr. Fate's out of turn attack is only like a 30% chance. It's very thin or small, but if it's a green, it smacks. I've seen him one shot greens with his out of turn attack before. It's very nice, very nice. Let's just buff just to avoid attacking them again. Buff. I guess Harley's still taunting, which probably... There it is. Okay, well... That's just 3. Wonderful. Shishing. I'm supposed to... This guy must not be fully ringed out on his Arsenal, because if you hit someone, you're supposed to get debuffs from Arsenal. Come on, don't kill him. Yeah, there's that meltdown. Meltdown kill. I love it. Let's see. Let's try and do one more. Just I'm showcasing this at lower levels. I understand. Just because Terra is that squishy person, you probably don't want to take her against characters like Arcus or Wonder Girl, just because they're probably going to easily one-shot her. Terra is special damage, which means she's going to have a higher intelligence rate, which means that she's going to survive better against. The crappy thing is that reds, I think there's only one red Dr. Poison that does special damage. Oh, hello, Bumble. Thank you. Appreciate your dating advice. Love it. Whatchamacallit? Yeah, like I said, so there's only one red that does special damage. And I guarantee you Dr. Poison probably can't, unless she's bleeding my Terra out, which will only end up badly for Dr. Poison because of Meltdown. She won't really be able to touch her. But all those handy-dandy blues that do strength damage or physical damage, they just wreck her so badly. I got a Lobo there, which I have plenty of heal immunity on my team, so he doesn't necessarily need to revive that many times. I can keep Power Girl low health. I think the only really threat here is Wonder Girl, especially since she's G11. Let's try. If anything, I'll showcase how squish Terra is to Wonder Girl, and that'll be that. But we get to keep those. See, look at that. Out of turn damage. If she didn't have death immunity, she'd be dead. That's how good that Dr. Fate out of turn attack is. I also don't remember if Power Girl was G11 or not. Oh, that Wonder Girl was, though. That Wonder Girl was G11. We already talked about that. And he just smacked her. He didn't even have an int up, which is awesome. Very useful. This Power Girl needs to lose her death immunity. Go away, death immunity. We don't want you here. She just got it right back. Wonderful. Go away. I don't want that either. Stick with that heal immunity. Oh, crap, he didn't have death immunity. This Deathstroke over here just gaining buffs like you wouldn't believe. He's not even G11. There goes Harley. Boom. Alright, well, might as well protect ourselves. Gotta get some protection. Probably take... Oh, I wonder if she has death immunity now. And she does not, so we're gonna take her out first before she comes back with a vengeance. Small heal immunity. Dr. Fate, where you at, bro? I need you out of turn attacks, bro. Dr. Fate basic also smacks pretty hard. He's probably one of the higher damage toons in the game. He just is so slow, to be fair. Like, just very, very slow. This fight's pretty much over. I just have to, like, get rid of those awarenesses, which none of these characters do, like bleed or take out multiple awarenesses. So it's gonna be just a slow fight, but you saw some effectiveness there. You saw Dr. Fate out of turn attack, pretty much one shot of Wonder Girl, G11. You've seen a lot of meltdowns go off today. So Terra is pretty wicked cool, and I hope that you found this illuminating and educating and interesting. So, you guys have a wonderful day. I hope that the rest of your week goes well. I'm gonna try and do maybe Bizarro next, just because he's also going to be relevant this siege. And he does a lot of bleed damage, which is wonderful. But I'll show that off next time. Alright, have a good guys.